Since the greenhouse gas intensity standard will not lead to an immediate switch to cleaner fuels by all EU shipping, an additional regulation, a command and control measure, is needed for those ships which use EU ports and operate in or near to the Arctic. In November 2021, the IMO adopted a black carbon resolution which passes the initiative to its member states and urges domestic and regional action to require ships to switch to using distillate or other cleaner alternative fuels or methods of propulsion. The proposed Fuel EU maritime regulation is the right place to include a requirement that all ships, subject to the EU's system of monitoring CO2 emissions, must only use distillate or similar cleaner fuels if they sail in the Arctic. This one measure will cut shipping black carbon emissions impacting the Arctic overnight. We know this is possible because ships already switch between heavier fuels and distillate fuels as they sail through emission control areas in European and North American waters. And with a fuel cost premium below 10%, it is financially easier than switching to biofuels or LNG. Member states can implement this EU-wide measure using port state control procedures, and ship owners and operators should face stiff financial penalties if they don't comply. For this measure to be really effective, a workable definition of the Arctic maritime area is needed, which encompasses the wider area from which ships' black carbon emissions with the potential to have an impact in the Arctic are originating. And it was for this reason that the IMO's resolution refers to a switch to distillate for ships operating both in and near the Arctic. In October 2021, the EU's External Action Service issued a new communication which committed to leading the drive for zero emission and zero pollution shipping in the Arctic and promised faster and more ambitious emission reductions. This is very welcome, but the Clean Arctic Alliance is concerned that the communication seriously underestimates the assessment of ships' black carbon levels by restricting the area considered to the IMO's definition of Arctic waters. While this definition might be suitable for measures which address ship safety in ice-covered waters, it is not sufficient to address black carbon emissions from immediately beyond this boundary, which will settle out in a matter of days in the Arctic. It is essential that an amendment to the Fuel EU maritime regulation applies to ships' black carbon emissions from a wider Arctic area. Fortunately, the Arctic Council's Arctic Human Development Report, which has also been used by the European Union, includes a suitable maritime delineation of the Arctic. Beyond this, and to have the full desired impact, black carbon emissions from ships sailing in and near to the Arctic should be further reduced through the installation of diesel particulate filters, as is required for land-based transport.